When the Storm Riders attack, Arya's people have little chance. Can he find a way to defeat them? At 19, Arya has spent 10 years mourning his father's death. The aftermath of the attack still haunts him. Now, on the eve of the draft, he faces his greatest fear, being sent to become a Marine. He knows the cost of war. All he wants is to marry Charlene, who he has loved since they were kids. Building a farm and starting a family sounds perfect. There's just one problem. His best friend Vel adores her too. He'd give anything for peace. But wanting the Storm Riders to stop attacking isn't going to make it happen. For love, for his people, and especially for the life he wants, Arya makes a decision that will change everything. The adventure begins. You'll love this beautifully creative dark fantasy because James Reid knows how to create characters and worlds you'll grow to adore. Above the Storm is the first in a multi-book series called The Storm Below. It features a society, a world of people who live on skylands, who sort of float above this storm that covers basically the entire world. Their mythology believes that they were raised up to be part of the Skylands by their goddess Riazro, which I'm pretty sure I pronounced wrong, but that's beside the point, who was fighting her sister Theseg, also think I'm pronouncing that wrong, who is the storm goddess. And so the people have to fight on occasion the Storm Riders, which are people who ride a cyclone, a storm, against the people of the Skylands. So Arya is basically, he's about to become an adult, and as an adult you get a blessing, like a gift of wind or pressure or lightning or mist. Mist is the other one. And so you get your blessing, and then you also have to enter the draft, and it's basically a lottery to see who is going to join the Navy, the Sky Navy. And so Arya is trying to figure this out, but he just wants to have a nice, quiet life with his girlfriend, Charlene, who he wants to marry, and his friend Vel is pretty also in love with Charlene. Arya doesn't actually know this throughout pretty much the entire book, but this causes conflict. There's a whole situation and other mythologies going along. There's a lot going on in this book. It's kind of a coming-of-age story with a war between gods, between people, and this mythological storm. You've got airships, you've got magic, basically. Yeah, it's magic. I mean, wow. I have to say, the world building in this is like really impressive. There's a lot that goes into the mythology based on history of this world, and I liked it. Okay, I like the way that history kind of flows together and makes up our modern ideas of things, and I like the way that history was incorporated into this book as well. I think it's just very fascinating because you get some of the mythology, you get some of the history, you get the characters' interpretations of that history and the reactions to it, and it's just very interesting. Very, very interesting. As far as the characters go, they are seriously well developed. As I have come to expect from James's work, he spends a lot of time putting real effort into these characters. They feel very real. Their reactions are as you would expect. They don't jump from one state of being to the next, as you sometimes get when you're trying to push character development. Their thoughts are realistic, the reactions are realistic, and you find yourself like actively rooting for them to do X or to do Y. And I can't tell you X or Y because, you know, spoilers, but you're seriously like, yes, do it, do it, do it, do it. Or as alternatively, don't do it, you stupid person. So when you can get that involved in a character, it's pretty fun. My main critique for this book is that it ends kind of before where I want it to end. Alright, this book is already intricate and massive, and it's not something that you can just devour really quickly. It's a part of a series, you've got intricate world building, duh. But I don't want it to end where it does. There's more that could happen, and important things are going on, and you find out some very significant things right at the end, and it's just kind of... Okay, I know that this was intentional. It is a very natural stopping point. It's not like, you know, oh, we're going to just ride into battle and all of a sudden we fall off a cliff at the end. It is, you know, a natural stopping point. I just want to know more. However, Book 2 is already out, as are several of the others, so you kind of don't have to stop if you're reading this book. You can just keep reading and go into the next book, which is great, except that I have a TBR that I have to get through and I have a schedule because I'm a book reviewer. Sigh. Anyways. So, that's all I've got for you this week. If you are interested in this book and the series, you can find, all the links, as usual, in the description box below. I shall link my interview that I did with James a while back there as well. And you can find more of his work on the, websites and Amazon pages, as you would expect. I would highly recommend this book. It's very interesting. The characters are great, and you really root for them. Well, most of them. Some of them you're like, really? Anyways, I need to read book 2. Okay, links are in the description. My links are there too if you're interested. That's pretty much all I've got for you this week, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I shall see you next time. Bye.